Well, Paul, the first question is going to be a very open and very obvious one. There's a vacancy here at Mansfield Town for the next managerial position. Are you going to put your hat into the ring?
Definitely. I'm going to put the biggest hat that I've got. I'm going to go and put it in. I'm going to firmly, squarely put it in there because I feel that I can do the job. I feel that it's time. I've served a little apprenticeship. I know what the people of Mansfield want, and of course, I'm going to go for the job.
What makes you qualified then to become the next manager here at Field Mill?
Hunger and desire to succeed. I wear my heart on my sleeve with the players, and they know that. I've got a great rapport with the players. I've lived and breathed with those players for the last, say, 6 months now, and I know what the fans want. I know what the players want to achieve, and I want to bring in players in here who want to wear the Mansfield shirt with pride and want to die for it, and that's what I reckon I can bring into this club.
You've outlined then why you think you should get the job here at Field Mill. What is the attraction of becoming the next manager of Mansfield Town Football Club?
Well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people going for the job, of course, and I mean, it's a big club. You come here, it's a big club, they belong in a league, sleeping giants, all the little terminologies that you can say that belong with a club of this stature, being, achieving so little of late, attracts people to think that they can. But I'm in the hot seat at the moment, and I know I can do it, and I know that I can bring this club promotion. So I want to be able to have that chance to be able to do it, and bring some success to the club.
There's going to be people then weighing up the pros and cons of maybe your managerial appointment as well as all the other candidates that put their name into the hat. Isn't one of the cons in regard to appointing you being the fact that you've been part of a managerial team that's guided this club to its lowest ever league position?
Well, I mean, those are questions that may be asked, and you definitely have to weigh up that situation. But I'm part of the managerial squad that's also got them to Wembley. That hasn't happened for 25 years, whatever it was. So I'm definitely confident in my own ability, and you're always going to have your doubters. But I've been at the highest level. With Jamaica, I've played in World Cups. I've played in the Premiership. I know what it takes to make a club like this successful. A lot of changes need to happen to make this club go forward. I need to bring in players who are going to die for the club, and bring in people who want to work beside me and be successful, and bring in people who have been successful as well, so that this club goes one way from the position that we're at.
Come on to the here and now then. You're in temporary charge. I mean, the season's just over. What's the day-to-day activities of the caretaker boss at the moment then? I can't imagine there's too much to be done, though I might be wrong.
Wheels are in motion. I've already set up so many things to drive this club forward because I believe that we're a week behind anyway. So I've got this club going forward. I'm trying to sort out friendlies. I've already been out for football in the community, done some things. I've been down to Specsavers, cut the ribbon down at Specsavers like the Lord Mayor. I've done lots of different things day to day, because this is a thing with Mansfield as well. The link between the club and the community is not as strong as what it probably should be. I need to make players go and do hospital visits. I need them to go and do school visits. These are things that to make the outside area know a little bit more about Mansfield. One of the things that was strange was so many people being at Wembley, and I'm thinking, well, they're not in the stands. Let's try and make this club get more of those fans into those stands.
Finally then, 3 words, sum yourself up as a manager. What would you be to Mansfield Town?
A winning manager, in 3 words. But for me, I just want to come in, I want to prove myself, I want to be able to be in the higher echelons of the division. I want to assemble a team that's always been known as being, I don't want to just beat whatever the last few managers have done. I want to do something that probably no other manager's done, right? And that's get promotion out of this division. I want to be as successful as we can, and every time the boys come off the pitch, I want them being clapped off. And that's what I want to aim to bring to Mansfield Town Football Club.
Thank you.
Or does it feel strange being in this situation? In the fact that a week ago you maybe thought Russ might get the job, and then kind of to be thrust in this situation must be a bit strange, really.
Well, I always wondered what it would be like when eventually I'd turn around and be a manager, you know, and it probably feels no different. Probably a little bit more responsible, but I'm a little bit more driven, you know, because now I'm in the hot seat. It's me, the one who, you know, his head's on the chopping block, and this is just the start of my career in terms of what I want to achieve. Now, if I want to go into the league and go into the championship and become a Premiership manager, then it would be good for me to get off to a good start with Mansfield.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So the pressure is there to do well at Mansfield, but the pressure is there on me as well to do well for my own personal development and contract and you know, all things like that.
How would you rate your chances, do you think, of getting the job?
Just as good as anybody else's. You know, it's no good me going into an interview situation and showing fear. You know, I've got to show just as much confidence as anybody else. Probably the other guys who are going to be going for the jobs, probably the majority of those have been sacked.
Yeah.
I've never been sacked. You know, I've been let go from a youth team.
Yeah.
But I've never been sacked. So I know this is the first time for everything, but as far as I'm concerned, to the rest of the candidates, I'm on my way up. And if they can deal with me, you know, because I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go in there fighting. I don't plan to relinquish the position that I do actually hold at this moment in time. So I know it sounds like tough talk, but it is. I mean it in the nicest possible way. But I'm gonna go down fighting. In fact, I won't even go down.
Yeah. When do you expect to be interviewed for it? Do you think it'll be this week?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. With regards, I know Dave talked a bit about the players, but I mean, you mentioned those under contract, but there are people like sort of your Stephen Arstead, your Ashley Canes, who are out of contract. How soon will we know where we stand with those?
I expect this week, because when the new manager goes in, he tends to need to tie up the loose ends, and myself, I can't really hire or fire them. So I would turn around and I would just say, look, just wait until the new manager comes in.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah. So you don't expect the ones who haven't been decided on yet to be decided on before the new manager comes in? Right?
No, I don't expect that. I don't expect that, because the new manager will get that decision.
Yeah. What's the situation with the players now? They all sort of finished for the summer?
Yeah, they're discharged.
Yeah.
They're discharged. They've been given an off-season programme.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been given an off-season programme to keep themselves fit, and then we're going to bring them back on the 1st of July for fitness testing.
Yeah.
To see if they've been following that. You know, discipline next year as well, in terms of everything: fitness, behaviour outside the club, dissent, little things like that. They will be followed up and they will be punished, because that's something that, as a professional, I always adhere to rules and regulations of football clubs, and that's what I expect my players to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not the type of person to go about shouting, but they will know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that something that wasn't enforced, Paul?
It's not that it wasn't enforced, it's just that's what I want enforced.
Right.
You know, it's you know, sometimes teams need negative reinforcement in terms of a fine for a stupid sending off. Now that's left the boys in. I mean, that happened. Now that's left the boys. It happened last season on a few occasions, and you know, to leave your team with 10 men on the pitch through stupidity, you know, or a flash, that needs to be punished. Little things that need to be, you know, pulled into shape at this football club will be pulled into shape, and you know, I'm anxious to get that sorted out quickly.